UX questions. Your user experience questions answered in 3 minutes or less.
Adriel from Chula Vista, California asks, what should I do when I feel unmotivated as a designer? I love that question. Thanks for asking, Adriel. This is UX question number 90, and I'm Ben Judy. What should I do when I feel unmotivated as a designer? Well, if you are a designer long enough, say about 2 or 3 weeks probably, this is a situation you will encounter where you're just not feeling it. Start by trying to identify why you're feeling unmotivated. Maybe you're feeling unchallenged by your current project work. Maybe it's environmental. You feel uninspired by your surroundings. Maybe you're working for a boss or a client who rubs you the wrong way or makes you feel unappreciated. Maybe you're just mentally or physically fatigued. Understanding the reason for your lack of motivation can help you quickly find a solution. I'm going to give you a few tips that have helped me, and depending on your situation, maybe they'll help you. You can work on something else that inspires you. Step aside from your current project for an hour or a day, whatever you can afford, and do something that feels artistically challenging or technically challenging in a good way. That can keep your design motor running, so to speak, while also giving you a mental break from your current project. You can find a new environment to work in. Go somewhere you won't be distracted, but where you'll also feel energized to problem solve. For me, sometimes it's as simple as going to a different room or working outside for a couple hours when the weather's nice. You can try a new method or produce a different kind of artifact. Let's say you're synthesizing user research findings and producing user personas. And it's the 100th time you've created such personas and it just feels blah. Instead, try creating empathy diagrams, or instead of the same old lo-fi wireframes, try making page description diagrams. Experiment with producing similar but slightly different kinds of deliverables to look at things differently. One more tip. You can go on a UX safari. Find a design-dense environment, a city downtown area, or a museum, or a nuclear power plant control room if you have access to one. Okay, that's a stretch, but go somewhere you can look at the outcomes produced by other designers and take note of what inspires you. Engage your brain in design critique in a different kind of product than the one you're working on. Sometimes that gives you a creative jolt of energy and motivates you to get back to work with new ideas and a fresh perspective. Keep asking your questions about UX. Next time I'll answer the question, what are some good UX psychology principles? Hey, it's Ben Judy. Thanks for listening to another episode of UX Questions. I invite you to support UX Questions on Patreon. Visit patreon.com/UXQuestions. For the price of a cup of coffee or two each month, you can become part of the UX Questions community, and you can earn different perks at each level of support. Patreon members get a free sponsorship spot or personal message placed at the end of an episode. You can join live group Q&A chats with me and other members. You can get early access to new videos and podcasts as soon as editing is finished. Plus, you can get direct access to download the full video and audio library of UX Questions content. And there's so much more. I really appreciate your membership support through Patreon. Visit patreon.com/UXQuestions and start your membership today.